Good day from the National Weather Service in Missoula. Here we have the planning briefing for Sunday, September 28th. Thank you for joining us today. Let's begin with the key points. We're tracking high base thunderstorms Monday afternoon and evening, capable of producing gusty outflow winds up to 50 miles per hour. This will be along and south of the I-90 corridor. The next thing to be aware of is we are going to have a cooling trend Tuesday throughout the rest of the upcoming week, and with that trend, we're going to be seeing increasing moisture, especially Monday night to Tuesday, with higher chances for widespread wetting rains. There's going to be increasing confidence for a colder weather system Friday into next weekend. Snow levels are going to be dropping anywhere between 5,500 and 6,500 feet. So if you have plans to head into the backcountry, any recreation or hunting activities, keep a close eye on the forecast. Here we're going to look at the satellite imagery, looking at the northern Pacific, and what really stands out is this broad area of low pressure that's in the Gulf of Alaska. It's going to be slowly making its way inland into the western U.S. throughout the upcoming week, and with that we're expecting that cool down with chances for precipitation. Taking a look at Monday's thunderstorm activity, the higher probabilities for thunderstorms really are along and south of the I-90 corridor in those national forest areas. And thunderstorms are really going to be developing in the early afternoon in central Idaho and then slowly drifting north through the evening hours. Gusty outflow winds, again, are the main concern. Historically, the areas that tend to see the highest gusts are anywhere from Lemhi County up through the Bitterroot National Forest and east of the Divide in the Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest. Looking at the regional temperature forecast and humidity forecast this upcoming week, what really stands out is the lowest RH is definitely this afternoon and evening. And then again on Monday, there could be some elevated fire weather conditions, especially with the deeper mixing and the high base thunderstorms with those outflow winds. Otherwise, fire activity is generally going to be decreasing from a fire weather perspective with the moistening trend and the higher humidities, and then the cooling trend that's taking place. You can see each afternoon temperatures are generally decreasing, and then by next weekend that's when the colder temperatures are setting up. Highs in the terrain could be in the low 40s, maybe some upper 30s even in the highest elevations with those snow levels falling. If we look at the wind outlook, the main area I want to draw your attention to is along and east of the Divide. This southwest flow that's setting up with the trough moving onshore is going to allow for deeper mixing, and areas east of the Divide in particular could be seeing those southerly winds increasing 20 to 30 miles per hour in the afternoons with those gusts setting up. Here's a look at the probability of precipitation. Highest probabilities are really going to focus Monday night and the Tuesday. And then generally throughout the rest of the week, there is going to be ongoing shower activity. Here's a look at the precipitation accumulation through Wednesday morning, kind of with the first phase of this system as it's moving onshore. The heaviest amounts are focusing in Idaho and along the Montana border. Otherwise, as we move along in the east of the Divide, there's generally less precipitation. Getting into more details, here's the wetting rains for Monday, the probabilities. You'll see the higher probabilities taking shape in Idaho and western Montana. And then by Tuesday, the probabilities increase and the potential for widespread wetting rains really takes shape. Looking out in the far extended, we're tracking above normal chances for precipitation with an active kind of west-northwest flow pattern and additional chances for troughs. And with this pattern, there's kind of near normal to hedging below normal temperatures in portions of Idaho. If you're a member of the general public and have an interest in being a weather spotter, our office is hosting a virtual webinar on Thursday, October 2nd at 6 p.m. If you're interested in signing up, please see the email information, or you can scan that QR code. Thank you for attending the briefing today. Our next one is scheduled for Thursday, October 2nd. Thank you and have a great day.